Snake, what is your name and why do you want to eat our good earth? Johnny asked. We need it to live on. The snake replied, I'm Devour-all. I only eat worlds with people on them to enjoy watching them suffer. Nobody can stop me. Just then a loud shout came from Mike Fink. We'll see about that, Mike said while imitating the snake. Mike had returned from rowing his keel boat through time and brought the others. Mike jumped up into the air and he grabbed that snake by the throat and he squeezed. You can't eat the earth if you can't swallow it, you old snake, Mike roared. Johnny knew Mike couldn't hold on forever, so he gathered the other heroes. We'll have to help Mike, Johnny said. Harriet Beecher Stowe replied, what can we do? I'm a writer. Why, Hattie, you know the pen is mightier than the sword. You have loads of great ideas, said Johnny. Why, the only thing that could stop a monster that size would be another monster just like it, said Hattie. Johnny Appleseed and Cy Gatton, both storytellers, looked at each other, grinned and shouted. Johnny Appleseed and Cy Gatton, both storytellers, grinned and shouted, That's it! Great idea, Hattie. Go and help Cy with your plan, exclaimed Johnny. Plan? What plan? Asked Hattie. They built a giant snake head replica, super fast with Cy's building skill and Hattie's creative power. Meantime, Annie Oakley, Jesse Owens, and Neil Armstrong flew on Neil's giant eagle to help Johnny's giant bear and Mike Fink fight against the terrible Devour-all snake. Annie tried to shoot it with her guns. His eyes are too tough. Even his eyes are stronger than steel, Annie said with frustration. Jesse Owens ran so fast he created a whirlwind around the snake's head to take away more air. Then he chased a lightning bolt from the sky to hit the snake. The snake roared, I will defeat you all. I will have your earth. I will see you all ground up, hissed Devour-all. See this, said Annie. That's it. I have a plan. Annie shouted to the bear to bite the snake's neck. Not only did the bear chomp down, but Mike bit into him too, while squeezing the snake's neck. I'm so hungry, I must eat, hissed the snake. Because he couldn't eat, he began to shrink. He thrashed and thrashed, trying to get loose from the bear and Mike Fink. Annie remembered some war paint Sitting Bull gave her. I knew this would come in handy someday, said Annie. She got her gun and loaded it up with paint to blind Devour-all. She called Neil's giant eagle to carry up to the serpent's eyes. Once there, she blasted the paint into Devour-All's eyes. Devour-All roared, "You're blinding me. I'm so hungry, I'm beginning to shrink again." Hattie joined in with her book. She unbound the arms and legs on it and gave it an ink pen. "Go squirt that old snake right in the eyes," said Hattie. Johnny held up his shiny golden apple, and Cy took off his cap off his big bald head, and the sun rays magnified to help blind that old snake. "I can't see," the old snake hissed. Johnny signaled the bear and Mike to jump off Devour-All, who was being led into a trap. While the evil snake couldn't see, Jesse Owens shouted, "Come on, you old snake. You may as well leave. We already have another giant snake. He says he's going to swallow you up in one bite since you're so small and puny now." "He did. Where is he?" roared the snake. Jesse coaxed, "Follow me. Follow my voice and I'll take you to him." The angry snake chased after the super-fast Jesse, who shot off like a rocket. The snake, still blinded, saw the fake snake's head stuck on his own tail but didn't know it. "I have you now." The snake dove down on the fake head, and since Devour-All was so hungry, blind, and not to mention mad, he swallowed himself all up in one enormous bite and completely disappeared. The Buckeye heroes assembled once more before going back to their own times. Mike Fink laughed. "I'll be hornswoggled. That old snake didn't stand a chance against us, even though I could have whopped it all by myself. It was a whole lot more fun doing it your way." The others grinned to each other because they all knew Mike Fink's ways. "You're right, Mike. It's great to have friends that you can always depend on," said Johnny. "We can always do more working as a team for the great state of Ohio," Neil Armstrong said thoughtfully. They all cheered for the victory and waved their goodbyes to their friends before embarking on the journey back to their own times.